My golden child little sister tried to unalive me because I took away her spotlight at my wedding. So I put her in jail for a 12-year sentence. My little sister Ava has always been what someone would call an attention seeker. She needs attention on her at all times, and my parents didn't exactly help with humbling her. Every event had to be about her or she'd absolutely freak out. At every single one of my birthday parties, she'd blow out the candles and have her own presents, and God forbid she had to watch someone else get something she didn't have. I felt like I was invisible growing up because my parents hardly cared about my achievements or my events, as they were always focused on the attention Ava deserved. Ava was extremely premature and even died 5 times as a preemie, so my parents treat her like a little angel because they almost lost her. So whenever Ava acted up, they turned a blind eye. Ava even had a nasty habit of trying to take the attention of anyone who tried to even look in my direction. Every single boy I've dated suddenly ghosted me and started showing up at our house asking for Ava. I was sick of it, so when I was 18, I distanced myself and went to a college out of state. I found the love of my life, Kyle, there. Now, 6 years later, we're getting married. His family became mine and I finally felt accepted somewhere. So when it was time to compile the guest list, I decided that it was time to see my family again so that they'd see what they were missing out on. Kyle even insisted I invite Ava because he wanted to be the one to finally put her in his place. It was the perfect day. I walked down the aisle, saw Ava huffing in the third row with my parents trying to calm her down, and met Kyle at the end. We both were in tears by the end of the ceremony, and when it was time for reception, I thought everything went exactly to plan. That's when Ava struck. She came up to me, and in the most sincere tone ever, she congratulated me. My jaw literally dropped. That's when she offered me a glass of whiskey and made a toast to her beautiful sister and her handsome groom. I was a little sussed out because she had never been this nice to me before, and that's when I went to drink the glass. It smelled a little weird, but I always get a little sick from alcohol, so I drank up. I started to feel a little woozy and felt my throat closing up. It should be known that I have a severe allergy to lemons. I looked at Ava and she held up a lemon in her hand. I started panicking and holding onto my throat, and Ava just walked away to Kyle. She even twirled her hair at Kyle while I was literally dying. Kyle looked my way as soon as she came to him and ran to me with an EpiPen. I had to go to the hospital because my throat was extremely damaged and had to miss my honeymoon. So when the cops came to my room asking me what happened, I told them exactly what happened. Ava poisoned me. You should have seen the way my phone blew up after Ava got arrested. My parents were calling me a monster for turning on my own blood. Ava even decided to get one of my exes to be her lawyer, and all he could say during court was that I was a jealous liar. The trial was obviously pretty short. Guess who's going to jail for 12 years? Ava. Update: my golden child little sister tried to unalive me because I took away her spotlight at my wedding. So I put her in jail for a 12-year sentence. Hi everyone, it's been a while since I posted my original story about how my sister Ava tried to kill me at my wedding by giving me a drink spiked with lemon juice, knowing that I have a severe allergy to lemons. I'm happy to report that I'm doing much better now, both physically and emotionally. Kyle and I finally got to go on our honeymoon, and we had a wonderful time. We also moved to a new city, where we bought our dream house and started our own business. We're very happy and in love, and we're planning to start a family soon. As for Ava, well, she's still in jail, serving her 12-year sentence for attempted murder. She tried to appeal her conviction, but the evidence was overwhelming. The police found the bottle of lemon juice in her purse, along with a note that said, "This is for stealing Kyle from me." Apparently, she had a crush on Kyle ever since she saw his picture on my social media, and she was furious that I got to marry him. She'd also confessed to sabotaging all of my previous relationships by flirting with my boyfriends and spreading lies about me. She said she wanted me to be miserable and alone, because she hated me for being born. My parents are still in denial about what Ava did. They visit her every week and send her money and gifts. They also blame me for ruining her life, and say that I should have forgiven her and dropped the charges. They say that she's still their little angel, and that she just made a mistake. They cut off all contact with me, and disowned me as their daughter. They even tried to sue me for defamation after I posted my story on Reddit, but they lost the case. I don't care about them anymore. They were never good parents to me, and they always favored Ava over me. They can have her, for all I care. I'm so glad that I have Kyle and his family, who have been nothing but supportive and loving to me. They treat me like their own daughter, and they're very excited to become grandparents. They also help me get therapy, and encourage me to pursue my passions and hobbies. I feel like I have a new lease on life, and I'm finally free from Ava's shadow. And thank you for reading.